Okay, this is the final video for the Twitter chats project proposal that I have. So steps 9 and 10 for hosting your own Twitter chat. Step 9 is to sign into TweetDeck and schedule your posts. And 10 is the step of what your job is when you are actually working within the chat, which is just to interact with your participants. So what I want to highlight through this video is the use of TweetDeck and what it looks like to schedule your posts. So TweetDeck, if you just go to tweetdeck.twitter.com, it'll give you a place to log in, and you just log in with your specific Twitter ID. So that is what this is here is my account. What you see here are the different columns, and this plus sign is going to allow you to add columns. Now, I was using this TweetDeck specifically for ClassKick, the ClassKick Twitter chat that I attended. So, Teaching to Tech is Sarah Burris, that is our district technology coordinator. She was the one running this Twitter chat, so I wanted to be sure to follow her. So I added her as a column. I added a search column for the hashtag ClassKick, and then a mention column is here for any time somebody mentions me. So this is what it looks like, each column. I can move the columns if I desire, but I had them in this order. This is how it works best for me. This is where you can click on what those columns are. This tells you more about expanding this right here, which just breaks it out into a little bit more detail. Accounts that are set up on TweetDeck, settings, and your account. What's really cool about TweetDeck, and I have used this with my 5th grade teacher before, is with the accounts, I also have this. This is an old account of our classroom Twitter that we used, and this is my co-teacher, so we can actually link each other's accounts so that we each have access to this, which is a really cool little feature. But that does not have to do with how we want to do our video today. So I'm going to bring up this Google Doc again, our planning sheet, because it gives a great breakdown of how you want your posts to be scheduled. For example, if our Twitter chat started at 8 p.m., at 8 p.m. you would want your first post to be your welcome intro graphic. Then you would, excuse me, then a couple minutes later, you would introduce yourself and ask any participants to introduce themselves. Then 5 minutes later, you post question 1. Immediately following that, you would post your answer to number 1. Then you would want to allow some time for people to answer, and you would post question 2 immediately following your answer to question 2. What this looks like to actually schedule it, you would hit new tweet, type out your tweet, what you wanted to say, add your image, which we would go to desktop, untitled, because I forgot to title it, and there's my image. I would ask my question, and I would hit schedule tweet. I would choose my date and the exact time that I want it to be sent out, and that would be it. Now I'm going to hit this X because I don't want a blank tweet to send. Okay, but that is the simplest way of setting up your Twitter chat so that you can do step 10 flawlessly, which is to like, comment, and retweet your participants' tweets. It's a excuse me. It's important to interact with your participants and keep the excitement going, as well as keep the conversation flowing. You want to allow for creative responses and great conversation.